Hi, my name is Justin, aka Ghost Reader, and today I'm doing the POC Creator Tag. I was tagged to do this by the creator of the tag, Yumi the Book Demon. I will put a link down to her original tag down in the description box below. But there are 10 prompts, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So, the first question is, what ethnicity, races do you identify as, and do you identify as intersectional? So I am Black, African American, and I do not identify as intersectional. But yeah, so prompt 2 is tell us something you love about yourself. I guess that would be that I like to find the humor in things. Try to spread humor in BookTube by my antics on Twitter and so forth, and picking fun with my friends and stuff. So yeah, I think that's probably one thing that I like about myself, that I can try to find the humor in certain situations and things like that. Prompt number 3 is, how long have you been in the book community? So I've been in the book community now for 2 years and 7 months. I started in January of 2018. When I started, I had no idea that I would be here. That I met so many people along the way, and I've been involved in so many things. Wasn't even sure if I thought it would be something that I would start and then just kind of never finish, which I do with a lot of projects and stuff that I start. But it's been something I've been doing basically consistently since then. So props to myself on doing that. I think it's because I have like an audience that's expecting something, so I think I push myself to put out videos and things like that. So that's been good, and I've had a good experience since I've been here. Question 4, what kind of content do you create? Please tell us if you create anything outside of BookTube. So of course on this channel is mostly bookish content, book tags. Been doing a lot of book reviews, which is something that over time when I first started I wanted to get into, and didn't really get into till about May of last year. I started doing book reviews, and then I've been kind of doing them consistently ever since, which is something I really wanted to do tags like this. Every now and then I'll do a non-fiction related project. So my first one was my World War I series, which I did in 2018 to mark the 100th anniversary of the end of the Great War, the First World War. And then this year I did Black History Month project, where basically I posted videos about black topics in Black History Month and reviewed books about Black history. And that was fun. I actually had intended that Black History project to have been done in 2019, and it was just that I got worn out by doing the World War One. The World War I project. It was the first time I was doing something like that. I was shooting the videos and posting them almost the same day, just because it had taken some time to get all the research and stuff together, and I was running behind and procrastinating and stuff. And this time I pushed it out to posting almost every day, like every weekday for 4 weeks. I was somehow able to do all of it, besides Martin Luther King Day, which I took a day off. So really proud of myself to be able to have done that. Outside of BookTube, don't really do much of anything creative wise. I am starting to draw again. I got the drawing tablet. I've been doing digital drawing, and I may be making a podcast. I recorded something and sent it to someone. They said they liked it, so we'll see about the podcast. That'd be something that I work on, and if I release it, I'll definitely let you guys know. So prompt number 5 is, what is your favorite genre? Now, if you watch this channel, you probably would think that my favorite genre is nonfiction history, and you would be almost right. But my favorite genre is probably sci-fi. I don't really read much of sci-fi on this channel because I do read a lot of history, and I really do love history, so I read a lot of books in it. But my favorite reading genre probably would have to be sci-fi, and I am getting into reading more of that. You probably see more of that here on this channel. I just like the worlds and the universes that make up sci-fi and fantasy too. But I think I'm more I think I like sci-fi just a little bit better than fantasy, because I enjoy fantasy a lot too. But yeah, and that's kind of what I've been reading the Warhammer 40K universe, one book in that universe every month, and that has been kind of giving me my sci-fi kick. So yeah, I would say definitely sci-fi. I would say like history would probably be close second, and fantasy probably third. So the next prompt is, what are your top 3 favorite books? And my top 3 favorite are in no particular order. Are Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This was great. I picked this up. Was it part of a book club? I think I may have just picked it up because people were talking about it so much on BookTube, and I really enjoyed this book. I suggest you read it. It's very well written, and just I just say it's an amazing read. She did a really good job in writing it. And the next book is 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And this was also a great one. I picked this up on a whim because I heard other people talked about it, but I was not prepared for how well written this was. And I had a person recommend some other books just like it, and I'm going to be reading those in the future. But I really love this book, and I suggest you all read it too, because these 2 books definitely deserve the accolades that they've gotten. And next is Hyperion. Hyperion was a sci-fi book that I always saw like on the shelf in the bookstore. Never really heard anyone talk about it, but it always caught my eye, just the cover art on it. And never picked it up. I would pick it up, look at it, and just kind of put it back. And then one day, I guess I had maybe some extra credits or something on Audible, and I picked up the audiobook. I was just like, let me give this a read. And I was not prepared for how good it was. I really liked Hyperion. I really liked the lore around it, the way that it was told in sort of a Canterbury Tales style. And the stories. Now I don't like each of the like the 6 stories that were told as all equally, but some of them, particularly, let me see, I think the scholars and the priest stories were just so well done. It really sold me on the book, and one of my favorite sci-fi that I've read thus far. This upseated, I think. For me, my favorite would have been probably between Foundation and Dune. This is definitely my favorite now. All right, so prompt 7 is tell us your favorite POC authors. Tell us about some indie published POC authors as well. So I am my favorites. I'm going to show actually my graphic novel ones first, or comic book ones first, and that is Vita Ayala. They work on a bunch of projects, but the one that is my favorite from them is Livewire. This was a 12 issue series that came out from Valiant Entertainment, the Valiant universe, and it was just great. Really love their writing and the perspective that they bring to the character. Next is Marjorie Liu for Monstrous. This is my favorite ongoing comic series at the moment. I can't wait for Volume 4 to drop out. The mix of the writing and also of the artwork done by Sana Takeda, absolutely amazing. My favorite one so far. If you're into graphic novels or comic books, I suggest you pick this up if you get the chance. Next is for books, Janata Petrus, The Stars and the Blackness Between Them. If you've been on this channel, you've heard me probably talk about this book a number of times. This is her debut, and it was absolutely amazing. The best YA book I've read so far. Not that I've read like a ton of YA, and I'm expanding my reading in YA as well. But this is like one of the best that I've read, and I really like this and suggest you pick up this book too. And I'm really looking forward to see if she has anything else coming in the future. Next, Chanel Barnes is one of my favorite nonfiction writers. Her memoir called Monsoon Mansion was amazing, and then her essay collection called Malaya was just as good. I'm talking about her experiences here in the United States, being a immigrant Filipina. So Really like her work. Another one that I suggest you pick up if you get the chance as well. And another favorite of mine, also read her debut. I don't think she's put out anything since. Hopefully there'll be more. Angie Kim, Miracle Creek. I was thoroughly surprised by this book. I went into this book with just kind of meh expectations on it, but really enjoyed it. Definitely gave me a perspective that I hadn't really thought about before in regards to parents of disabled children, and I just thought it was a great read. So those are my favorite POC authors. 8, where can we find you outside of BookTube? So like my spiel says at the end, you can find me at Twitter at GhostReads28, on Instagram at Justin the Ghost Reader, which is I always say I need to do this and never do it, but today, by the time you see this, hopefully I will have posted on my Instagram finally. And you can find me on Goodreads, of course. The link to that is in the description box below. I'm thinking also of starting a blog at some point, and I'm working towards that. So if that becomes live, I'll let you guys know, and that'll be down in the description box, and I'll say that at the end of the video as well. All right, and the last prompt is shout out some awesome POC creators. So I'm going to highlight 2 because I am sweating here and I don't have a fan, and it is hot as Hades today. So the 2 I'm going to talk about quickly are ThePoptimist and Brody from Ed to Brody. So ThePoptimist, he also tagged me in this tag. I should mention that. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of this video. Does great content. If you want good content, book reviews with also great humor mixed in, definitely check out his channel. And Brody from Ed to Brody also puts out great content. Definitely check out their reviews because their reviews cover especially indigenous and Native American representation in books. So if you're looking for good recommendations of books that do a good job of covering that, you can definitely check out their channel. And also having discussions about a cultural appropriation of Native American indigenous people's culture. So definitely check out their channel, check out their discussions on that, and try to learn something and try to be better when it comes to that. So that is it for this tag. I am going to get myself on their fan because I am absolutely sweating here. But if you are a POC creator and you see this, consider yourself tagged. You can find a link to the original tag down in the comment section below, and also the questions there. So I encourage you all to do it. Looking forward to see you guys see your guys' tags in the future. So that is it for this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at GhostReads28, on Instagram at Justin the Ghost Reader, and also on Goodreads. Links to that is down in the description box below. So as always, keep reading, and Black Lives Matter.